Yo, what's going on, Dragon Ballers? The Gohan fanboy is here to bring you guys a U7 Gohan deck profile featuring set 9 cards, including Cooler. So obviously we're fresh off of the set 9 reveals, and I had the idea, I thunk up this deck, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I think it's a pretty cool aggro deck. U7 Gohan aggro has always been something like people have tinkered with here and there, but I actually think that in set 9 it gets a lot stronger. So we're gonna answer the deck profile, guys. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss a video. If you want to grab some sick Crossworld TCG merchandise featuring this dope logo right here, make sure to check out the description down below. And finally, guys, we want to see you with the Daylight Tournament of Power. You could pilot this sick Gohan deck at the Tournament of Power. It's Tournament of Power themed deck. Tournament of Power actual tournament in Vegas, February. Gonna be the biggest tournament of the year. We want to see you there. With that being said, we'll hop right into the deck profile. So right off the bat, I feel like I should give you guys a little bit of a refresher what the leader does. So Son Gohan, leader of Universe 7. On both sides, he has Warrior of Universe 7, which says treat Universe 7 in all areas as if they had no specified cost. It's not going to be too important for this main deck in particular, but it actually opens up your side deck options quite a lot. On the Unawakened side, auto once per turn. When you combo with a U7 from your battle area during your turn, draw 2. When you awaken at 4 life or less, you untap 2 energy. The thing that Gohan always needed were more 1-drops that +1, and we got that in set 9, so it's looking good. We'll see more in the deck profile. Permanent Universe 7 cards in your battle area can be comboed with in rest mode. That's just ultra high value. It means you can be a pretty aggressive deck and then still have combo power with some of your tap battle cards on the board. Auto once per turn, you combo with a U7 from your battle area during your turn, draw 2 cards. So let's go into the main deck. We got the ones right off the bat. Ready to fight Son Goku, your typical, look at top 3, add a U7. Again, we want those 1-drops at +1. The other one we have in the deck now, thanks to set 9, Whis Tournament Spectator. What he does, he adds the Tournament of Power Arena to your hand. So again, those are your 2 +1s. You want to, and this deck, by the way, it's a blue-red deck. It does play some multicolors, but you don't actually care to charge multicolor turn 1. You want to start with either Ready to Fight Son Goku, or Whis Tournament Spectator, or Tournament of Power Arena on turn 1. Play those down. What Tournament of Power Arena does, which is what you're going to plus off of the Whis Tournament Spectator, it's a new field card from set 9. If your leader card is a Universe 7, you can charge red-blue energy, ignoring energy exhaust. So that does help out a bit, but again, we don't really aim to charge dual color in this. We're actually only playing 4 dual colors in the whole deck. We'll get into those a little bit later. Activate main. If your leader card is a Universe 7, you can tap this card. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You can rearrange them to whatever order you want. That's super helpful because it means if you have 1-drops or if you have your +1s for your leader ability, you know, that you want to play and then combo away to draw 2, you can fix that. You can even fix your draws off Gohan. The thing with Gohan is his draw power is ridiculous. The only problem is making sure you can consistently get there. So starting with Tournament Arena on 1 is really, really good. Likewise, starting with Whis turn 1 to get your arena is really, really strong. We got 4 Senzu Beans, 4 Intensifying Power Trunks, and 4 Saiyan Kaba. This is a good old school blue untap the heck out of your field deck. So you wanted to spam these really cheap 1-drops, untap energy with Senzu Bean, untap energy with Unyielding Spirit Trunks that we'll talk about in just a minute, and you just want to go in absolutely as much as you can. You want to aim to win the game by around turn 3 by putting on tons of pressure. We got the 2-drops here. We've got Uneasy Alliance Frieza as one of the 2-drops. So the thing with Gohan back then, some people actually played a red-green arrival strategy, and that was pretty cool. The only thing was there wasn't too many good green cards to combo with. What people would play was they would play the 2-drop Piccolo that searches any of the adolescent Gohans from your deck, and then they would combo that away. But this card is a good replacement to that, because when you play the Frieza, you just draw 1. So you don't have to worry about having search targets in your deck. It's blue, so it's on color. Again, we are blue-red. We're playing blue-red arrivals. So this card's really good for that purpose. There's a neat combo with Uneasy Alliance Son Goku, where that's a negate attack, and if you do negate the attack with it, you can bounce either one of your or your opponent's 3 costs or less, and if you do happen to bounce Frieza, you get to bounce one of your opponent's battle cards still. So neat little combo there. You'll notice in the main deck we're not playing Dimension Magic. I just felt like I wanted to be fully aggro, full on gas. I really feel like this deck can end the game on like turn 2, turn 3 against the right decks. So this is the only negate in the main deck, and again, it's a Universe 7. It's a 15k beat stick for 2, which is basically the exact stats we want, and you can combo it away to draw 2 with your leader. Frieza Undying Emperor, another 2 cost 15k, Universe 7, which is exactly what we want, and you do get a little bit of counterplay out of this. This card says counterplay. If the battle card your opponent's playing is a 3 cost or less, you bounce it back to their hand instead of being played. And unlike most battle card negates, this one actually does stop the play altogether. So it's not like the Undying Link Future Gohan that bounces back to hand, but that card doesn't stop any enter play effects. Frieza Undying Emperor, while it doesn't hit 4 drops, it only hits 3 and less. This card still hits a good number of things and prevents the play. It's another beat stick. On your awakened side, you can counterplay with it, you can swing with it, and then combo it to draw 2. Super strong. Annealing Spirit Trunks, if this card was at 4, this deck would probably be one of the most broken strategies in the game. This card would make the deck work a lot more fluently, but obviously it's at 1 on the ban list, so we're playing 1. Backbone of U7. You'll notice there's a lot of blue cards in this deck, so we want to play the red super combo. There is the blue-red super combo coming out in set 9. I'm not a huge fan of it, especially at least in this deck, where you're not really trying to rival defensively, you're more so trying to rival offensively, and you want to dig for your combo pieces. You can even play this card and then combo with it, so a lot of cool synergy with the Gohan leader. You can like play this, attack if your opponent's leader is still 10k, then you can combo it in rest mode, so that's pretty solid. Next up, we've got our 3s and higher. We have 2 burst techs on Gohans. This is a card that you can kind of pivot into like a more mid-rangey strategy with. Like if you're going back and forth with resources on your opponent, you're able to play this, replenish your hand. It's a red combo card for a rival, so it serves the purpose. 1 Champa, just in case you do amass that massive hand. You have the clear shot for game on your opponent's leader, and you just dump all in on your leader for a huge double strike. Vegeta, Saiyan Tag Team. This card is probably finally going to be playable now that we're getting a ton of new U7 support and a little bit of U6 support as well. Vegeta Saiyan Tag Team, 4 drop 20k, activate battle, pay an energy. If one of your U7 or U6 battle cards is being attacked, you can play this card. The battle card being attacked gains 6,000 power until the end of your next turn. So that's really cool because going into your next turn, whatever you just defended with Tag Team Vegeta is going to be plus 6k for the swing back. So if you defend one of your 15ks, like we just saw a ton of them on the slide before, if you defend one of your 15ks on your opponent on your next turn, it's going to be a 21k beat stick. So that's just really high value. If your opponent's trying to clear your board, they kind of get punished for it. It's U7, it's red, it works perfectly in the deck. Cooler, Tyrannical Assault. This card is exactly what this deck wants because it's a blue-red arrival, it's a double strike, and it answers problems. This card is not tied down to Frieza Clan, so when you arrival it for a red energy using a blue and a red card, you make your opponent mill the top card of their deck, and then you choose up to 2 cards ignoring barrier, give them minus 10k. There's no restriction on this for how many you can play in one turn or how many you can have on the board, so you literally just spam untap energy with your 1-drop beaters. Obviously we had Intensifying Power Trunks before, and we had Saiyan. Cooler Tyrannical Assault is our other battle card, our 1 energy beat stick. Mira, Assault from the Skies. I opted for this card. You could play like Mira Crater Absorbed instead of Assault from the Skies if you really wanted to, but I wanted to really reduce the number of 10k combos in this deck. Even though we are blue, I just wanted it to be pretty much all gas. And the untap 1 is nice for your opponent's turn. It turns Vegeta Saiyan Tag Team on if you're not able to kill them, and it's a huge 30k double strike, draws you another card. The name of this deck is Draw Power. Alright guys, now we're here with the full deck view, and I will put the link to the deck list in the description below so you guys can check it out, read all the cards, do all the stuff you got to do. You probably haven't seen too many of these cards in a little while unless you're a big U7 fan, so I will link that down below. In the sideboard, I just have a few options you can tech in. You have the Roshi Negate, of course, it's another 1-drop. It's a more defensive option. You will notice that I do lack defensive options in the deck. Like I said, the only negate is the Uneasy Alliance Son Goku. I really wish that Saiyan Tag Team Vegeta would work when the leader was attacked, but unfortunately, it does not. So I also have Dimension Magic in here. Like I said before, no Dimension Magic in the main deck. You could opt for it in the side deck if you want to become a little bit more mid-rangey. You could go for more burst techs on Gohans, and you could go for Indomitable Link Piccolo, although I do think Frieza's a bit better, but if you were to add more burst techs, you could go the Piccolo route. And likewise, guys, if you wanted to transition into a bit more of a mid-rangey strategy, maybe not go so full to the gas aggro, you could either change the main deck up a little bit, or you could side deck some number of Piccolo Cunning Strategist and Piccolo Assimilated Ability. Thanks to Warrior of Universe 7, you don't need a single green card in order to play Piccolo Cunning Strategist. You can just tap any energy you want for it because of that trait, Warrior of Universe 7, and then you're able to play Piccolo Assimilated Ability from your hand because he also plays Namekians and U7s, which is really nice. It's your way to cheat in Piccolo Assimilated Ability on 3, which is just absolutely destructive for some decks. Like, some decks just kind of can't beat that. I mean, it will be a little bit worse off now that there's so many cards that ignore barrier in set 9, but certain decks are going to still have a pretty tough time answering Piccolo. And unless you decided in an entire green package, you wouldn't really be able to play Piccolo assimilated ability on its own, so you would need that cutting strategist to cheat it in. But there are actually other targets you can cheat in with cutting strategists as well. You could cheat in like at all cost Vegeta on turn 3. It'll be live for your turn 4. You could cheat in Burst Text and Gohan. It's a cool way to get, you know, 2 beaters for 3 energy, 2 15k beaters for 3 energy. That's pretty good value. Kind of can't beat it. So guys, this is the deck profile overall. Hope you guys enjoyed it. One of my first set 9 brews. I think it's actually really cool. Let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.